In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to fill out the Marslands Accountants Let Property campaign form from our website. So firstly, you're going to need to go to marslands.co.uk, and from there you will be sent to our homepage that I've got up on the screen here. When you get to the homepage, you're going to click the Get a Quote Now button, which will send you to our form. So from here, you fill out your personal information. So I'll just put my own details in just so it's obviously there, ready to go. So as you can see on this first page, it's just your basic information and asking for your phone number, your email address, and how you heard about us. So if you saw us through our YouTube videos, then obviously here you would put YouTube, or found us on Google, you put Google, etc. I'll just put Google as an example here. Then you click next. So this next page is where you basically put the details of your property. So in this example, I'm just going to put that it's a property owned by myself. It's just the one property. And then you pick the month it started. So I'll just put July and then 2015 as an example. Obviously, if your situation's different, then you may need to click the other buttons, but a lot of people we speak to just have the one property, so hopefully it'll be quite similar in your case. Click next once you've filled that out. So on this page, you'll get asked a few more questions. So you get asked whether any of the following apply. So if you've had a letter from HMRC, live abroad, or none of the above, or if the house is in multiple occupation, furnished holiday let, student accommodation, or commercial property. If none of these apply to you, you would just click no for all of them. Obviously, if you've had a letter from HMRC, then you might need to tick this box here, but for the vast majority of clients we have, these are usually no for both. But obviously the letter one's the most common one of these options. So then these last few questions are just sort of questions regarding the property and also your income situation. So whether you're a 40% taxpayer, your income's over 100 and 150,000, and whether you claim child benefit. So with these questions, this is purely for the tax calculations, so we know what kind of calculations we'll be expecting to do when we work on your accounts. These questions obviously have an impact on the tax you'll pay, and it's to just give us an idea really of what we can expect when it comes around to it. And these other questions are just with regards to the property, so whether you've had a flat, if you have any other income other than just employment, private pensions, high repairs, whether you claim mileage for anything to do with work, repayment mortgage on the property, as these can be slightly harder to work out than interest only ones. They're just slightly different with the way the interest is calculated, whether you remortgage the property at all, or obviously none of the above. So I'll just in this example use the example that I've got a flat that I own. And at that point, once you've filled out this, it should only take a couple of minutes max. You can click the Request a Quote button. So this will generate a quote for you, where you've obviously got your fee quote here based off the information you've entered. It will also be emailed to your email address, so you can access it from there as well. And you'll also notice when you get this quote, you've got to click here to book a call with the Marslands team. So from here, this will send you to our booking area. So you can book a call at any time that's available. So Wednesdays we have morning appointments, and most of the other days are afternoon appointments. So it's really picking a time that suits you to what you need from us, in terms of when you're available and everything. If when you do the fee quote, it generates a bespoke quote, we will be forwarded these details, and we will do a quote for you based off the information you provided. If, for example, you put that you've got more than 2 properties, we may need a bit more information about your situation to be able to provide that quote. But again, it will be provided once we have that information. And again, from there, you can book a meeting with us and we can discuss it in a bit more detail. If you're not able to book a meeting straight away, we will follow up and sort of see what you think and get you to book a meeting if you want to. But yeah, it's really about booking a time that suits you and getting that form filled out to make sure that we have the information that you need, that we need to be able to provide you a quote. So that is how to fill in our booking form on our website.